Welcome to the Horizon Newscast for the week of February 27th, 2012. I'm Cassidy Teague. Last month, a rape was reported at IU Southeast. Leah Armfield tells us about a self-defense class that IUS police are offering to raise awareness and help students learn different ways to protect themselves.
According to the Department of Justice, college women are 4 times more likely to be sexually assaulted than the rest of the population. IU Southeast has a program available for students to be prepared in the event of an attack. We asked students how they felt about the program on campus.
I think it's a great idea. I think women and men should be able to defend themselves if that opportunity was to arise.
Sergeant Wise told us what she hopes people will learn from attending.
And my main goal of the program basically is for them to walk out and raise their level of awareness.
She also shared some tips about safety on and off campus. Always park in well-lit areas, be sure to lock your car and check it before you get inside, and to always carry your keys between your knuckles when you're walking to and from your car so you can fight off an attacker. The self-defense program will be on Wednesday, March 14th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the University Center North, room 127. It is free and open to the public. Leah Armfield, the Horizon Newscast.
The report that was filed on campus was closed promptly and no charges were filed. The details of the case will not be released to the public. In IUS sports news, IU Southeast hosted Senior Day for both the men's and women's basketball games, where seniors from both teams were recognized for their dedication. I was there to tell more about the women's game and the senior recognition. On Senior Day, where Megan Murphy and Tia Weininger were recognized for their basketball careers at IUS. The Lady Grenadiers ended their regular season against Kentucky Christian University with a record of 23-7. We would like to congratulate Megan and Tia on their successful basketball careers. Kentucky Christian kept a close game, being ahead by 1 at halftime due to the 12 turnovers committed by the Lady Grenadiers. IUS came out and ran an effective offense in the second half, which resulted in a 79-67 victory, with noteworthy performances by the 2 seniors and Ashmere Woods. Megan Murphy had this to say about the expectations she has for her team in the postseason.
With the past few years, we've won our conference, gone nationals, and I think that's another expectation for us this year. I think we're good enough to do it again. So that's a goal of ours.
Yes,
Head coach Robin Ferris was presented an award for achieving his 400th career win. This is what he had to say about the accomplishment.
The award that I was given today was because of players like that. You know, I mean, I think those 2 players, their 4 years, we've probably had 100 wins, so we're close to it.
Postseason tournaments for both teams began this past weekend against St. Louis Pharmacy. A delegation of students from IU Southeast recently competed in the Regional Model Arab League Conference. Amanda Brown takes us inside the proceedings.
The students had to discuss and draft resolutions addressing a number of issues facing the Arab League in the manner that Egypt would in the actual Arab League.
The Model Arab League experience really helped me understand a lot of the problems going on in different regions of the world that you don't usually talk about. And it allowed me to dive more into issues that plague other people.
We covered quite a few topics at the event. In the Joint Defense Council, where I participated as a delegate from Egypt, we covered topics such as the problem in Syria and how the Arab League should respond to that, keeping in mind that the Arab League was founded on the basis of national sovereignty and respect for national sovereignty, as well as collective Arab security.
The IUS delegation had a particularly difficult role to play because of Egypt's dominant role in the Arab League, but that made the experience all the more rewarding for the participating students.
Basically, what our main concern was to understand exactly what kind of positions Egypt as a whole would make.
The delegation stood out at the conference, winning multiple awards for their outstanding representation of Egypt. The delegation's advisor, Cliff Staten, expressed his pleasure at the delegation's performance.
Even those that weren't recognized, it was clear that they represented Egypt the way Egypt was supposed to be represented.
Reporting from Miami University, Amanda Brown, the Horizon Newscast.
IU Southeast sends students to participate in the conference each spring. If you are interested in participating, contact Cliff Staten at cstaten@ius.edu. Students received a special presentation on brain involvement during sexual relationships. Anna Maria Drinovatz tells us more.
Instructor Megan Kahn gave a special presentation to IUS students on Valentine's Day on sex in the brain and how sex in the brain work equally in humans as well as animals. Kahn explains what she finds most interesting when it comes to the brain's function in forming relationships.
You hold positive illusions about someone you maintain a relationship with, and having those positive illusions is part of what predicts how happy you are with a person. And I thought, well, there's got to be a brain system behind that. And that's kind of what led to me looking for oxytocin and vasopressin.
When hormones oxytocin and vasopressin are released in humans, studies demonstrate human bonding as well as various changes taking place over the course of sexual arousal. Student Jonathan Jeffries learned interesting facts at the presentation held by Kahn.
I had no idea that the same chemicals released when I pet my dog from when I hug my wife, and as well as all the different things that go on in your brain that go on with arousal and feelings of affection.
Psychology students expressed an interest in sex in the brain and asked Kahn to give a presentation. This is Kahn's third year lecturing students on brain involvement in sexual relationships. Anna Maria Drinovatz, the Horizon Newscast.
If you have any questions about this presentation, please call Professor Megan Kahn at 812-941-2174. An estimated 42 million American women live with heart disease, but too many are unaware of the threat they face. Sheila Franklin talks to an exercise specialist who dealt with this disease and how an IUS sorority is bringing attention to the cause.
All women face the threat of heart disease, but becoming aware of symptoms and risks unique to women, as well as eating a heart-healthy diet and exercising, can help protect you. The mission of IUS chapter of Alpha Phi sorority is to try and help stop this disease by raising awareness with the Red Dress Luncheon.
Lauren Smith, Alpha Phi's Vice President of Marketing, is in charge of the group's philanthropy. She gave us an insight to what Go Red Luncheon is all about.
It's where we have a whole bunch of friends and family come with us and our sponsors and donators, and we just get together to show support for women's cardiac care and raise awareness for it.
The luncheon, Smith says, will raise money by having a silent auction, a fashion show, and they are excited to have Maggie O'Neill, an exercise specialist who survived a heart attack at an early age, to share and inform women alike about heart disease.
We like to have a guest speaker who has cardiac care that has affected, their life completely. And we have this one speaker, her name's Maggie O'Neill, and she has had cardiac care affected her.
Maggie O'Neill, an advocate for Go Red Committee for the American Heart Association and a co-chair for Kentuckiana Go Red Committee, spoke about her experience with having a heart attack.
I had a heart attack and bypass surgery at the age of 29, and I had a lot of family history that I was not aware of. As far as high cholesterol, I did know I had high cholesterol at the age of 19, but I chose to ignore that because, you think of overweight, old people disease as heart disease, so it was not something that I took seriously.
O'Neill says the key to being heart healthy is being informed and knowing the right steps to take to living a healthy life.
Family history, those are things you can't change. Things you can, non-smoking, if you're a smoker, please quit. I mean, that's something that drastically adds to your chances of heart disease, especially with a family history. Exercise, just get out. If it's 10 minutes 3 times a day, or if it's a half an hour a day, just get some type of physical activity in. Be more aware of what you're putting in your body.
From the University Center, Sheila Franklin, the Horizon Newscast.
If you would like to learn more about living heart healthy, log on to AmericanHeartAssociation.org. Thank you for watching the Horizon Newscast. Tune in next week for more coverage of all things IU Southeast. Again, I'm Cassidy Teague. Have a great week.